Back to adventuring. We should have a mission to sabotage the defensive systems of the castle near here. Probably some random monsters spawn here. I'll take the experience, I'll take the money.
Okie dokie. Too easy.
That was too easy.
No matter what, I can't see what the item is.
Easy.
That more than anything annoys me with the this looting system. Because it's very hard to loot in any intelligent way because of that. Everything has to go through the one guy.
Too easy.
Should be arriving at the castle. So, disable defenses. I think I know what we have to do. This should not be a hard mission to complete. Good is our torchlight at this point. Does it provide any light? Well, maybe? It's not good either way.
No problem.
So, I think we need to climb a few floors, and that's it. Yeah, torchlight is shit. We have a torchlight on, and it's pretty much total darkness still. I suppose there's a little bit of extra lighting very close to us, but it doesn't feel like there's any kind of a light. I don't know, again, why change that? It was just fine in the previous games. Why? Maybe it's how lighting system in general works here. Or rather doesn't. Hmm. Okay, this is somewhere we have to do something. What does the quest actually say? Disable its defenses by opening the portcullis and lowering the drawbridge. I think this was jammed, so... Escape. Next we need the crown. This map probably has a few random fights, extra chests we could loot. That's it. At the same time, the extra loot is certainly welcome, although it's probably fairly useless.
That was too easy.
I do recall there being at least, yeah, a couple chests here, so...
Got it.
Bronze Emblem Defense, +2 to armor class.
No problem.
Woven Hammer of Magic. Similar defense. Who has the shittiest defense? I'm splitting the fire intentionally so they all more or less die at in the same place. That way we can loot everything. And that's it. Definitely a clear power boost. Previously we had, well, if not struggle with these, we were still always getting our noses bloody. Now, these are nothing. Okay. That's the prison. So, there. Okay, I'm really starting to hate the fact that skill books are hidden that they simply enemies drop. It's just another additional loot item that I have to. It's basically trash. It saves a little bit of money, but at the same time you could have increased the monetary gains a little bit, and you could have a system where you can just buy the skills like normal.
I don't feel so good.
Poison, yeah, but temporary physical resistance. Can we cure the last thing? Poisoning will, well, actually might help. It can reduce the time we are poisoned. So, a bandit ambush? Are we gonna suffer through that again? Hopefully not.
That was too easy.
Yeah, this is not good.
Who thought they could take me on?
Still, We took them down without using any tactics really, so again, definite improvement in our ability. For the leveling up and all that. Ooh, what is this? Yeah, it's a bow. You can't even see what the goddamn bow is. I'm sure if you play enough you can learn to identify the different... Yep, poisoning is over. Different small icons, but again, it's sort of a downgrade from previous Might and Magic games, where you had large clear icons. So once you saw a weapon once, you immediately at least knew the type. After that, you only have to glance it and you know what it is.
Got it.
I'm sure you get to that point in this game too once you play long enough. Our scholar has massively more magic points than the priest. I mean, that bastard can heal forever. Doesn't particularly matter, we're gonna rest before going into the site anyway. Don't recall what that is. Not important. We're not going there. I think there were bone... Yeah, those skeletoid type creatures. No, trolls.
Okie dokie.
Am I not?
Troll mass. Chasm of the Day. Yes, please.
Let's go hurt something.
Let's see how Torchlight works. Well, at least it's somewhat useful here. But we definitely could use more range. But yeah, much more useful than in the outdoors environment. Range still sucks, but I don't want to take your collab. Hackers, on the other hand, yes. So throwing daggers. Hopefully once that our assassin later on can learn very well. This was supposed to be very trap build. Not quite sure how I feel about the fact that we can see the entire map before we even enter a place. I don't really like that either. I mean, what's the justification for that? I guess they didn't want to make a proper mapping system. Can't do anything with it. We're more powerful at range attacks than melee. Simply because of the casters. That's a trap.
That was easier than I thought.
I would say I was expecting something that's much more visible than this. That's something you can easily trigger even though it's highlighted for you. Apparently I can't loot gold. What's the point of this place? Like a lot of these places exist just for the sake of the traps. And where's the trap? Can't use, can't do anything. Seems to be the name of the game here in general. A lot of things that look like they might be at least slightly interesting, but they're not. This is the only thing they have to offer here. We should be able to wrap this up without even resting. It's not quite a tunnel run, but up to this point it pretty much is. There are the traps. Well, they're not necessarily traps always. They're just trigger plates. Very likely traps, yes, but sometimes they're not. Although the game at the same time usually makes it clear that you're supposed to find something. Enemies don't trigger traps. Not exactly surprised by that. I wish they would. Well, it can cause a lot of problems too, so... Probably better if they don't. Broadsword. I'm not a huge fan of the fact either that I can't see if this is a broadsword or is it a magical broadsword. It's a magical broadsword. But it has to be put into an inventory before it's clearly shown. So I just the more I think about the inventory system, the less or rather more I like to dislike about it. I just don't get what's good about it. It just seems like a very shitty system in general. A lot of little problems. It doesn't help you manage your inventory more efficiently or better. It's just a gigantic list with a lot of inconsistencies and problems. Again, it's hard to say because the game was released before it was sort of ready. Is what is intended to be a full functioning system and what is a compromise to get the game out the door. But either way, the end result isn't good. Reasons don't matter in that sense. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's great, it's great. Who cares about the reasons? Jesus Christ. Have a problem because we're all dead and I haven't saved in a long time, but shit. Huh, actually I did save. Wonderful. So apparition is something completely different from skeletons. I didn't even see where it popped up. Out of nowhere.
I ask you again, what is that?
I have no fucking clue. Takes a huge amount of damage to bring down though. But I want to know if could we turn undead or something like that. So now it's just target practice for us. It won't last forever though. 0 points of damage. Better have turn on you too, or we're yes. So we're doing damage to it. Can't really see any details on it. We've done hundreds of points of damage to it, so the bastard is a tough one. Okay, that did nothing. Not enough. Well, no idea what it's doing. I'm okay with that. More magic potions, maybe. Okay, it's probably our last turn on dead. We're not doing exactly a lot of damage to it with the range attacks. One or two weapon might be an exception. Yeah, the axe is at least one of those exceptions. Miss, miss, miss.
Oh, yes.
Yes. We need to rest. Okay, at least we know that we have the means to deal with those. You got to be shitting me. I want to see how this goes. Yeah, it's hitting us in the back constantly, so they're faster than we are. How many? Quite a few. And taking down even a single one was troublesome to say the least. So it's a trap. Definitely a trap. So if we open that, the hordes of the undead will rise against us. If we go by here, we have to do fairly lengthy fights against apparitions. Still think we might be better off just jumping down. And we're hit. I may have second thoughts about that. Yeah. Okay.
Not today.
Yeah, let's look at our spell situation. Elemental Bow. We can use spear type of abilities to keep the apparitions away. Hastings only for one person. No idea what I'm really seeing. Those are enemies.